I stood in the park and looked at the black electric scooters. I wanted to see the old city, but I was very tired. I saw a girl named Mia at the rental station. She smiled and said, "Hello. Do you want to try a scooter?" I asked, "Is it difficult to ride for the first time?" Mia said, "No, it is very easy and fun for everyone." I looked at the long row of shiny new machines. Mia showed me a black scooter with big wheels. She said, "This model is the best for old streets with stones." It also had a big battery for a very long trip. I could travel 40 kilometers with one full charge. I did not need a license to drive this small vehicle. I felt very happy because the weather was warm and sunny. Mia asked me to download a special app on my phone. I found the app with a blue bolt icon very quickly. I wrote my name and email to create a new profile. Then I added my bank card to pay for the rent. The app showed a map of the city with blue circles. Mia said, "You must park the scooter inside these circles. If I park in a wrong place, I must pay extra money." I promised to follow the rules of the city. My yellow jacket looked bright in the morning sun. I chose scooter number 42 for my big adventure. I touched the metal frame. It felt strong and heavy. Mia watched me and helped me choose the best path. This scooter was better and faster than a slow bus. The park was beautiful and the air was fresh. I stood near the machine and felt ready to start. My blue eyes were bright with a lot of excitement. I was not just a tourist anymore. I was a rider. The app asked me to scan a small QR code. I found the code on the handlebars of the scooter. My phone camera was a bit slow in the bright sun. Mia said, "Move your phone back a little to focus." Suddenly, the scooter made a loud beep sound. The lock on the wheel opened, and I was ready. A bright white light turned on at the front. I checked the screen and saw 98% battery. Mia told me, "The light helps other people see you." The app started the timer to count my minutes. The screen showed a map with green lines for bikes. I asked, "What is the maximum speed of this machine?" Mia said, "It can go 25 kilometers per hour. I chose eco mode because I wanted to go slowly. This mode is safe for beginners and very smooth. I pushed a small lever and heard a ding sound. The bell was very clear and loud for pedestrians. I checked the two brakes on the left and right. Mia told me to use both hands to stop safely. I put my water bottle on a small hook near the stem. The bag was not heavy, so the steering was easy. I felt like a pilot of a small electric plane. The app showed a small message about the wind. My phone was connected to the scooter with Bluetooth. Everything worked perfectly and without any problems. I took a deep breath and felt a little nervous. Mia gave me a small paper map for my pocket. I said thank you for her great help and advice. The blue light on the dashboard was very pretty.
Leave a comment
I was
under
ready
this
to
video
leave the
and one of you will
station
get
and
40
see the
English
world.
lessons for free.
Mia said, "Wait, you must wear a yellow helmet." She gave me a helmet that matched my bright jacket. At first, it was too big and moved on my head. Mia showed me a small wheel at the back of the helmet. I turned the wheel, and the helmet became tight. Then I closed the plastic strap under my chin. Mia checked it with her fingers to make it safe. I felt much better with the protection on my head. She said, "Always keep two hands on the handlebars. This is the most important rule for every new rider." I promised not to take photos while I was moving. Mia said, "Please stay on the bike lanes only." I did not want to ride on the sidewalk with people. I wanted to be a very polite and good tourist. She warned me about the tracks for the city trams. I had to cross them carefully to not fall down. It was a very good tip for a person from another city. I adjusted my helmet and looked at the road. The strap felt a bit strange, but it was okay. I knew that safety was more important than style. Mia told me to watch out for cars and doors. I learned a lot of things in just 10 minutes. There were many people in the park, so I was slow. I looked at myself in a small mirror and smiled. The helmet gave me a lot of confidence for the trip. The path was open and very beautiful today. Mia said, "You are ready for the adventure, Lucas." I felt like a professional explorer with my gear. The plan was simple: stay safe and have fun. My big journey started at this very moment. I started my practice in a flat part of the park. I pushed the button, but the motor did not start. I had to kick the ground with my left foot first. When I moved a little, the motor began to work. The acceleration was fast, but very quiet and smooth. I bent my knees to stay stable on the bumps. The wind was in my face, and I was very happy. I turned the scooter in a circle to test it. I did not move the handles too fast or too hard. I looked forward, and my balance was very good. Mia stood near the station and gave me a thumbs up. I used the brakes to stop the scooter near a tree. The machine stopped quickly without any trouble. I felt very strong and in control of the machine. Using both brakes at once was the best idea. I practiced a fast stop for emergency situations. The tires were good and did not slip on the road. I changed the mode to standard to go a bit faster. The scooter had a lot of power for a small motor. I felt free and fast like a bird in the sky. I could see all the flowers and trees in the park. I stopped to check the map on my phone again. Mia said, "Don't forget to use your bell, Lucas." I pushed the lever, and people moved to the side. I understood how to drive in the city with others. My hands were strong on the rubber grips. I felt like I was riding this scooter for a long time. The sun was hot, but the wind was very cool. I was not afraid of the traffic anymore. I was ready to leave the park and go to the castle. I checked the way to the river on my phone app. It was 3 kilometers from the park to the water. Mia showed me the orange lines for the hills. She said, "Use your leg to help the motor on hills. A little kick helps the scooter go up the street." My phone battery was low, only 50% left. I saw a USB port under the handlebars of the scooter. That was a great thing for a tourist with a phone. I used my cable to charge the phone during the trip. I put the phone in a special plastic holder. It was very tight and safe for the bumpy roads. I could see the map clearly without using my hands. Mia checked the weather for the next 2 hours. She said, "The rain is far away, so don't worry." I was happy because I did not have an umbrella. If it rains, the brakes can be a bit slippery. I promised to find a roof if the sky became gray. The app can tell me when the battery is low. It sends a message at 10% to find a park. It also shows the nearest place to end a ride. I like this smart system very much. I felt safe because Mia explained everything. One scooter means one less car in the city. I was happy to help the nature and the air. My jacket was bright, so drivers could see me. I checked the water bottle in my small bag. The city was big, but the scooter was fast. I was ready to see the old castle on the hill. I felt like a modern traveler in a smart city. My big adventure was starting right now. I stood on the scooter and looked at the road. My helmet was on and the battery was full. I said, "Thank you for the help, Mia." She waved and said, "Have a wonderful trip, Lucas." I promised to return the scooter to a blue zone. I had to take a photo of the park scooter at the end. The photo shows that the machine is safe and okay. I wanted to be a very good and helpful customer. Mia said, "You are a very good rider, I'm sure. I like the rules and the logic of this city." I gave a strong kick and pushed the button. The motor started, and I moved away very fast. I handled the first corner like a real professional. The wind was in my hair, and the sun was bright. I looked back for a second and gave a thumbs up. Mia smiled and waved her hand from the station. I remembered the rule, keep both hands on the grips. I gripped the handles and looked at the river. The old town was beautiful with its red roofs. I felt very free and very young today. The scooter was quiet and very easy to drive. I saw the big castle on the hill far away. This was the best part of my holiday in this city. Mia was happy to help another tourist today. I was happy to discover the city in a new way. Every meter of the trip was interesting and fun. I saw a lot of people on bicycles and scooters. The city was a big and friendly place for everyone. I was a traveler, and the world was open for me. It was the perfect day for a perfect ride.